Good day, one and all. My name is Kathy, and I'd like to welcome you to this episode of the Scrap and Crafty Gardener. Today, I am going to be making a greeting card using the Stampendous Kitty Hugs. This is Kitty Hugs from the Kitty Hugs collection. And I'm also using the Kitty Hugs Faces and Sentiment stamps. And I have already cut out all my little pieces, because I wasn't sure how many balls of yarn that I was going to cut out. Because I'm going to use the saying on here, yarn it, I'm late with your birthday hugs. And I had someone ask me yesterday about these divided trays that I use for my supplies. I get these at the Dollar Tree. In my Dollar Tree, the craft section and the office supply section is in the same row. So I'm not really sure if these are in the office supply section or in the craft section, but they were $1.25 each, and they make great project holders and stackers. Today I'm going to be doing stenciling, stamping, and coloring with alcohol inks and ink blending. I am going to be making a pink card today. This measures 10 inches by 7 inches. I scored it at the 5-inch mark, folded it over and creased it with my bone folder. And this is a pretty heavyweight cardstock. I just got this, I want to say a month or two ago from Joann Fabrics. And then I have a piece of gray. This is just gray cardstock, but the front has kind of a glossy textured finish. This measures 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. And then I have two pieces of white, 4.5 by 6.5. One piece I'm going to stamp on it and put it on the inside of the card, and then the other is going to be on the front. And that's the part I'm going to stencil. I will be using the Waffle Flower Holiday Stripes stencil today. And if you turn it 2 ways, you can make a plaid. So I kind of want to do a pink and a gray card today. Just seems like the colors to choose. Let's move this aside, and we're going to start by stenciling. I have my Waffle Flower grip mat. I love this thing. I wish they would come back in stock with this larger size, because actually I would love one that is 12 by 12. That would be perfect for me. All right, so I'm going to put my card on and my stencil. And since my card is a little bit longer than the stencil, I will have to come down and do some more. But I'm going to put a piece down here just to protect my card, because I don't want to stencil the wrong thing on here. I've chosen some colors of pink. I'm not sure which is going to go best with my cardstock, so that's what I want to test it out here for a little bit. And I have another, let's just get a scrap piece of white cardstock to try it on. I'm kind of thinking either the medium carnation or the passionate pink is going to be the best color. I don't think this light carnation will work for what I have in mind. Okay, that color's okay. But let's try the passionate pink. And that's too purple. So let's see. All right, we'll use the medium carnation, and we'll just make it work. All right. So that's GinaK's medium carnation. Now this stencil has a little bit of a bow to it, so I can't go in a circular motion like I normally would. I kind of have to go back and forth. And I'm going with a medium to a light heavy hand. I'm pressing because I want to get the color in there, but I'm not pressing so hard. As you see, these, I think if you used spray adhesive, pixie spray or something like that, that would probably work. But with my asthma, I don't like to do that, and especially since I'm working in a windowless basement. I just have to make it work. Okay, and let's see how that works. I'm just going to lift up a corner. That doesn't look bad. All right, now I'm going to do my darndest to line this up. Let's see. I think that looks good there. So now I got to protect up here. And try and use the same heaviness that I used on the rest of the card. Okay, let's see if I matched it up right. Hey, not bad. Okay, I am going to put this on pause while I go clean off and dry my stencil because I want to do gray next. So I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. And now we're going to turn the stencil the other direction. And swap out my pink brush for my gray brush. And I'm going to use GinaK's Soft Stone. And this is a light color. This is a little awkward angle. I think I'm going to turn my mat. That will work better for me. This is such, it's a pretty color of gray, but it's very light. So I'm trying to use as heavy a hand as I can. Just really need to ink up my brush. I probably need to get a re-inker and ink this because I use this color a lot. Yeah. It needs a good re-ink supply. I'll have to get an order from GinaK. Oh, I needed to, and hopefully that didn't spoil it down here. I didn't cover up this end. But that's okay, because we'll use that as the bottom, as that's where I'm going to plan on putting the kitty and all the balls of yarn. So that should be covered up down there. I just wish this stencil laid a little flatter. I don't know if I just got an odd one or if that's just the way this stencil is. Either way, it's okay. It's a beautiful stencil. All right, now let's pick that up. Let's see how that looks. Oh, look at that. Nice. Okay, now I need to line this up. And I'm going to cover up this portion. Because I don't want to go down that far, or up that far. But just in case, I can rest my hand on it and keep some of the ink from my fingers. Oh, come on. Last through this card, please. I try and limit my purchases to once every other month. Being on a fixed income, I try not to go outside of my budget. I do tend to, like, I know when I go to the scrapbook convention, I save all year and put that money aside in an envelope, and that's what I use at the convention. But then I have a budget amount that I set that I can use on things like this. And I definitely need another soft. Other than that little glitch, and you can see the line because I didn't put my paper down. But look at that, we've got our own pattern paper, and I think that's so pretty. Okay. Set the brushes up there. Oh, of course, my water bottle decides not to spray, so I'll just put a little dab on there. Just clean this with water. Put the top cover back on. Flip it over and put the bottom cover back on. Okay. All right, now let's get this out along with our stamping platform. And I'm not ready to stamp on this yet, but I do need to stamp on the inside of the card. First, I'm going to clean my fingers with a little wet wipe because I do have ink on them as usual. All right. Now on the inside card, I just want to put, I'm going to leave the top blank for when I write a verse. But I do want to put some of these paw prints on the inside. I just thought that would be cute. Put one there. And this is a different one. This has a little bit more shading. So let's see how that looks. Now, I've not used these stamps before, so I need to condition them a little just by rubbing your finger on them. They have a coating that comes on them from the factory, so if you can get that off, that will work good. And I'm just going to stamp them. You know what? I think I'm going to stamp them with a Passionate Pink. It's going to be inside the card, and it's going to look different than the outside. So let's see how they look. A little bit more on this one. A little bit more ink. The one on the left is perfect. I just need a little bit more on this one on the right. There we go. So the inside of the card is done. I think my towel is still wet enough to clean this ink off. Yes, it is. Okay, put those paw prints back on here. Now, I do need to stamp my kitty's face. What face do I want? Okay. Oh, I like that one. Yeah, I like the little grin here. Let's see if I can get that just so. And I'm going to stamp that with my VersaFine Claire in the color Nocturne. This is turning out to be my favorite black ink because I can use it for almost everything. Oh, perfect. Look at that. All right. Now, I do need to get a little bit more water on my towel because I know it's not. And this thing just doesn't want to. I have to figure out why the pump isn't working. Okay. You can just pour it. Oh, dear. I had the bottle tipped over. Didn't need to get any water out. I forgot I had unscrewed it and didn't screw it back on, so I had water all over my glass mat. All right, put this face back on. Use a little bit of that water and see if I can clean off my, there we go. All right, now I need to make sure that I've got all the water cleaned up here. Dry that off as best I can. I don't have a paper towel over here. I'll just use a tissue. Okay, now we're going to get to coloring. So I just have some scrap paper here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to glue down the inside of the card and the outside of the card. And then we can set those aside too. There goes a toothpick. Oh my goodness, I got water all the way over here. Well, I knew something should have happened. All right, glass mat's a good thing. That down on the inside, this on the outside. Okay, get my acrylic stamping block, set this on the other side of the desk where the water didn't go, and let's put our kitty together. Did I cut out oh, I didn't cut out his ears. Oh my goodness. Better get the ears cut out. And that's this piece here, I believe. Oh, okay. Water, water everywhere. Good things everything's in plastic. I bet you guys saw that happening and wished you could have told me. I do too. All right. So let's cut out the ears. And I still have the paper in from before. So let's cut the ears. Okay. Just need those two little parts. Put that back. All right, now, I did pick out some alcohol ink markers to kind of color. I want to do a little bit of gray just on the outside of the cat. Just come in slightly, and this will dry back to a lighter color. Just gives a little depth and dimension to them. And if it doesn't dry back by the time I'm done, I'll just color them all gray. This color usually does fade back to a light color. If I have a heavy hand, then it doesn't. This is CG021 Neutral Gray in the Ohuhu Art Markers. Okay. So that one I have used. Now I picked out a whole bunch of pink ones, and I need to get a pale pink for his cheeks and his ears. That one's an okay color. Let's see how this one looks. That's darker, so I do want to use this one. This is RV195 Cotton Candy. So I'm just going to color in his little chookies here. And then his inner ears. Oops. Well, lost the cap to that. Pardon me while I go under the table here to catch the cap of my errant marker. Okay. I want to put a little bit of the gray on his tail. Let's see. We're going to have just a little bit on the bottom edge. And I used my darker gray. Hopefully. All right, we're just going to color that gray and see how it fades back. He's just going to have a gray tail, a darker gray tail. So maybe what I'll do is I'll take a little bit of this dark gray, fill in his nose, and add some dark gray highlights of fur along the edge. So he's white and tabby. And I'm not going solid, I'm just putting like little stripes of color. I think he's actually cuter this way, so accidents happen for a reason, I guess. All right, yeah, we need to go along the rest of him too. Yeah, that actually brought out his character, I think. Now, if I was more talented, I would add patches of color to make him look more like my one cat, David, who is a tabby with big white patches. And then I have his twin brother, actually. I got them both from the Humane Society. His twin brother, Kenneth, who is mostly tabby with just a few tiny patches of white. And then I have little Miss Bridget, who is 100% tabby. And then Pumpkin, who is a long-haired ginger. I don't know his specific breed. He has the characteristics of a Turkish Angora and a ragdoll. So who knows? Yeah, he does look cute that way. Okay. Now, I haven't decided, do I want to do a party hat? Yes, I want to do a party hat. Oh, and the darker gray I used was BG043 Cool Gray. That was a happy accident. Now, let's see. I want to try to get some pinks that are the color to match the card. So let's see. That's too bright. Those two are out. Whoa. No. Well, let's see what I have down here that I didn't pick out. Boy, they're all hot pink. That will work. Okay, I'm going to use RV380 Raspberry to color the party hat. And let's see if I can just take one of these. RV497 Bright Pink. And just go on the stripes that have been cut and embossed into the hat. All right, let's glue his little ears on. I seem to have lost one. There's one. Hello, ear, where'd you go? Well, let's put the one ear on before I lose it. Has to be right here. Just has to be. Okay, little ear. All right, we're going to cut out another ear and then I will find it. Need one. Save the other one off to the side. And that was the lighter color pink here. Oh, he's turning out cute. Okay, now I want to have him here with his tail. Stick in there. And then down here, I'm going to put all of these. So let's get these colored. These are going to be in gray and pink. And this is where I'm going to use these wild pinks, because all this yarn is going to be pink colors. And you could cut these out of the color that you want them to be. I'm just using up my white scraps, of which I have a ton of. I want one to be the color of his ears, just because. Gotta have a light one in there. And that's more peachy, so let's see if I have another peach color. Probably darker, but that's okay. So I think I want another of the light colored ones. Would be nice. And I'll put that there. Put the dark one there. Actually, I think I need one more ball of yarn, because I want to fill in the bottom. Not totally, but enough. let's try, that's a different color. I will list all of these colors on my desk down below in the description. Let's see, I want a gray one. All right, where's that dark color gray? We're going to put a gray ball of yarn in there too. Okay, so I want to stamp one of the sayings on there. So let's put all these markers in here. And yarn it, I'm late with your birthday hugs. Do I want to put it on his belly? I kind of think I do. So let's see how this will look. Could put it up there. All right, I'm going to stamp it up here in this corner. I had the inclination to put it on his belly, but I think that would be wrong. The whole back of my stamping platform is wet. Boy, I really did get water everywhere. Whoa. Okay, we're going to put that there. And I'm going to stamp that in the VersaFine Clair Nocturne. Might do a couple times, make sure it's nice and dark. Actually, that's perfect. All right. And this cloth is soaked, so it should have no problem getting the ink off of there. Okay, let's put this card together now. We'll glue the bottom on first, or the base. The plaid base is going to go on here. Get that straight. Okay, now the kitty I'm going to do down, but I'm going to leave his paws up. So I'm going to put a couple little foam pop-up dots behind his arms. But the rest of him will be glued down flat. And I kind of want to put him right there. But I also want to put his tail on here. So let's have his tail coming out right there. Peel the foam backs off. These are just 1/4 inch foam strips. It's a very low loft, so there's not going to be a whole lot of dimension. And we're going to put him right there. All right, now let's place our yarn balls. Some of these I am going to pop up, and some I'm going to glue down flat. You know what? I think I'm going to pop up his tail too. Since the glue hasn't totally dried on that yet, I need to cut one of these in half. It just looks cute sticking out there. All right, now how do I want to put these yarn balls? Maybe I didn't need that other one. Okay. All right, this one's going to go down flat. And it's going to curve around his tail there. Hopefully. Now this one I'm going to pop up, but I'm going to try, yeah, I'm going to get this color. They have little slits in them, so I'm going to slide the tail of the yarn so it looks like that. And then these ones I'm going to pop up. And instead of using the foam squares, I'm going to use the foam strips so that I can hook these two together. And this is 1/8 inch wide foam tape, again, low loft. And these will go here. And then this one's going to come let's see. I got glue on my fingers. Okay, where's that white? There we go. That one's going to glue down flat down there. With the gray one also flat here. And I'm leaving the tails of the yarn not glued. And that one we don't need. I want to do that light pink though. Let's see. No, it looks better with the dark pink. That one's also going to be glued flat. But we'll crisscross the tails again. Okay, now we just need, you know what, I'm going to take this other ball of yarn and I'm going to stick it in the top corner. I don't know why. Or do I want it in his hand? Yeah, his hand. So I'll glue it to his hand. And he's holding a ball of yarn. Now let's see if we want this hat. Yes, we do. Okay, we'll pop that up. This little piece of foam strip I had left. There we go. Now it just needs a little bling. Let me put the cap back on my ink. I have this other ball. No, it doesn't need any more yarn. All right, I've got some sequins, and let's see if I color them pink. Oh yes, this is the good color. This is RV394 Sakura pink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll color 7 just to see. Get my angled tweezers. Oh, let's start from here. Come on. We'll put one there. One there. One here. And then since I wanted something in that corner, I'll put 2 of these. There we go. We have Yarn It, I'm Late with Your Birthday Hugs birthday card. Now, I did check. This set is still available on Stampendous. They also have this in a cute little bear and with different sayings that you can get for both the bear and the cat. But I just got these two because I love cats. That's it. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.